Welcome back to the daily morning gossip feed on Fiddler channel. With me as editor Olivia. Today, let's take a look at some notable celeb news in the past 24 hours. Thank you for always supporting and accompanying us. Come to the following hot news. The first news, compelling Joe Rogan bombshell accusation at The Rock. The second news, Toni Collette and husband Dave Galafassi break up after nearly 20 years of marriage. And the last news, Ramesh Sunny Balwani is sentenced to nearly 13 years. The first news, compelling Joe Rogan bombshell accusation at The Rock.
UFC commentator Joe Rogan has called on Dwayne, The Rock, Johnson to come clean, accusing the Hollywood star of using steroids. Joe Rogan has called on Dwayne, The Rock, Johnson to come clean, accusing the Hollywood star of using steroids in a new podcast. Rogan implored it was Johnson's responsibility to speak truthfully with his fans, claiming there is not a chance in hell he is clean. Rogan noted that he didn't think there was anything wrong with hormone replacement, something he has previously admitted to taking. The Rock should come clean right now, Rogan said in an interview with Derek from popular YouTube channel More Plates, More Dates. He should make a video in response to the Liver King video. I need to talk to you because The Rock's been lying. There's not a *****ing chance in hell he's clean. Not a chance in hell. As big as The Rock is, at 50? He's so massive, and he's no different than he was when he was 30. Johnson, a former professional wrestler, previously admitted to experimenting with steroids when he was 18 or 19 inches but has since claimed he leads a steroid-free life. There's a responsibility you have to people who are listening to you. If you don't want to talk about it, that's one thing, Rogan continued. But if you do talk about it, there's a responsibility you have to people listening to you, and I think you have to be honest about it, which is why I'm honest about it. I don't think there's anything wrong with taking hormone replacement. Rogan's accusation came after he called out popular fitness influencer The Liver King for what he described as obvious steroid use. The Liver King thing drives me nuts because that guy is on steroids, Rogan said in a recent episode with Andrew Huberman. Just shut the FK up. I know he is eating really healthy. It's clear he is eating all these animal foods, and you know he is eating organ meat, which is very rich in nutrients. All that's true. Well, look at him. Do you know how rare it is to have a physique like that and not be on steroids? I don't care how much you lift weights, that is a freak physique. The Liver King, real name Brian Johnson, later posted a video apologizing for misleading his millions of viewers last week. I fully own that I FK'd up. I lied, the shirtless influencer said in the video, finally admitting that his stomach-churning diet of raw liver and testicles was not the secret to his eye-popping physique. Yes, I've done steroids. And yes, I'm on steroids. He made the admission days after his $11,000 a month habit was exposed. I'm making this video to apologize, because I FK'd up, the primal lifestyle fraud, real name Brian Johnson, said in his mea culpa. Because I'm embarrassed and ashamed, because I lied and I misled a lot of people. I have only myself to blame. I did that, and it was all wrong.
The second news, Toni Collette and husband Dave Galafassi break up after nearly 20 years of marriage.
Toni Collette and Dave Galafassi are calling it quits on their marriage. The Staircase and the musician announced their breakup on December 7th, sharing in a joint statement posted to Toni's recently reactivated Instagram page. It is with grace and gratitude that we announce we are divorcing. Calling it a united decision. The pair, who shared daughter Sage, 13, and son Arlo, 11, noted that they will continue to respect and care for each other. Our kids are of paramount importance to us, and we will continue to thrive as a family, albeit a different shape, they added. We're thankful for the space and love you grant us as we evolve and move through this transition peacefully. Big thanks. Toni and Dave, formerly a drummer for the indie rock band Galafassi, first met in 2002. They married in a Buddhist ceremony on January 11, 2003. Hours before the Sixth Sense star posted the divorce statement, she reshared a cryptic quote from another account to her Instagram stories, reading, "No matter what your current circumstances are, if you can imagine something better for yourself, you can create it." News of the split comes after photos of Dave, 44, kissing and hugging another woman during a beach outing in Sydney were published by the Daily Mail. Toni reactivated her Instagram account on November 2nd, sharing a photo of herself looking out the window of a train while holding a cup that says "Happy Birthday" on it. She captioned the post, "I'm back. Hello world. I love you." Dave does not appear to have a representative on record who can comment on his behalf.
And the last news, Ramesh Sunny Balwani is sentenced to nearly 13 years.
A federal judge in California sentenced former Theranos executive Ramesh Sunny Balwani to nearly 13 years in prison for his role in a multi-million-dollar fraud involving Theranos and its now disgraced CEO, Elizabeth Holmes, who received an 11-year sentence in a separate trial. In July, a jury found Balwani guilty on all 12 felony counts of defrauding Theranos investors and the patients that used the company's unreliable blood tests. U.S. District Judge Edward Davila's sentence for Balwani is less than federal prosecutors' demand for at least 15 years in prison, but far more than Balwani's attorney's request for a few months in prison, sentencing memos sent to the court last month show. In comparison, Holmes was convicted of 4 wire fraud-related counts and sentenced to a little over 11 years in prison last month. His attorney said in court Wednesday, as well as in court documents, that Balwani should be judged differently from Holmes. Balwani invested nearly $5 million of his own money into Theranos and lost it all. Mr. Balwani is not the same as Elizabeth Holmes. He actually invested millions of dollars of his own money. He never sought fame or recognition, and he has a long history of quietly giving to those less fortunate, dating to well before his time at Theranos, without seeking recognition or benefit. Balwani's attorneys said in the memo to the judge, "All these attributes define who Mr. Balwani truly is." His attorneys repeated this sentiment in court. Balwani was Theranos' second-in-command and Holmes' former romantic partner, though Holmes has claimed the older Balwani sexually and emotionally abused her during their relationship. Balwani has denied the allegations through his attorney. While running the company, the two claimed that Theranos provided never-before-seen technology that could scan patients for hundreds of illnesses and other conditions using just a few drops of blood. Holmes, a Stanford dropout, claimed her company had done what no other scientists did before, by using a proprietary blood testing device. Prosecutors maintained that those tests were manipulated. The executives lied about the capabilities of both the tests and the device, while bilking nearly $1 billion from investors based off of a lie. Davila said in court that the financial statements drawn up by Balwani weren't just projections, they were lies, and a true flight from honest business practices.
And those are also the most outstanding news that closed the morning of December 8th. Thank you for listening and following Fiddler Daily News. If you find the video interesting and useful, please click like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the latest gossip news. See you next videos.